In our daily lives, we are always facing stress such as work, study, relationships with friends, dissatisfaction with ourselves. It is important to release stress appropriately. Each person will have different ways to release stress. Shopping is one of them. People feel delightful when they do shopping. But the delight isn't the only reason to do shopping caused by stress. There are various dangers hidden in the impulse purchase caused by stress. Phase 1: Lifestyle and Stress. Lifestyle. It is a way of life that reflects each person's view of life, values, and identity. Nowadays, in the magazines and TV programs, the features that suggest modern lifestyles is increasing. She seems dissatisfied with her family relationships and her style. People living in the today are pursuing an adored lifestyle unconsciously. Phase 2: Shadow is coming upon them. Everyone is sensitive about the price quotes of their desired products. They want it, but if it's a little expensive, they should have given up. If they can't afford to give up, they will buy it when it becomes cheaper. Behind that, the structural problem of the consuming society exists. The modern consuming society consists of tempting consumers to make them want to buy. Affordability such as some % off. There is no time to consider such as time sales. Easy to buy, just click or call. These advertisements are so radical that they arouse the desires of consumers. When you notice, cart is already overflowing. Passe 3 values of each. She seems to have a fight with her mother. Have a bad day. When something attacks us, we feel dissatisfied with ourselves or our life. We do shopping to increase our value. If I buy this product, my life will be up like this. From such advertisements, we see ourselves in the future after purchasing a product, and we buy it inadvertently. By buying clothes, she tried to increase her value. Passe 4 back to square one. The feeling of guilt is born shortly after impulse purchase, and that feeling becomes more serious stressor for humans. Credit card details and invoices. When we look at the reduced account balance, we blame ourselves and think we have to give that up. Bad. This feeling of oppressing and condemning oneself creates additional stress. And that feeling becomes a trigger of the next impulse purchase to seeking more stimulation and excitement, to escape from it. Due to guilt and escapism, she hides cardboard luggage under her bed. But in one corner of her head, there's the black box that's still closed. She drives herself into a corner. Passe 5 bad cycle. It is said that there is another cause of buying impulses. It's when we feel like something wonderful is to happen. When we look ourselves in the mirror with cute clothes, we feel that the value has increased. Then we imagine a good future, and we feel like I can do anything. When the pleasure substance called dopamine is released into the brain, the central nervous system is excited, and it leads to pleasure and delight. When the brain recognizes this sensation as a reward, a circuit for seeking the reward is created in the brain. It is said that the excitement of shopping and the thrill of feeling guilty may also stimulate the brain. When a circuit for seeking the reward is created in the brain and shopping is repeated, pleasure substances are repeatedly secreted forcibly. However, when that is repeated, the functions of the central nervous system that feels pleasure will decline little by little. As it becomes harder for the brain to feel pleasure and delight, the frequency of shopping will increase more and more in order to obtain the same strong pleasure and delight as before. It becomes difficult to feel pleasure and delight, and we get caught in a bad cycle of increasing frustration, anxiety and unsatisfaction. Passe 6 uncontrollable. Once we are in this state, it's very difficult for us to control doing shopping. Impulsive purchase will lead to shopping addiction in some case. Shopping itself can cause serious emotional distress and waste of time by being constantly fascinated by shopping. Shopping so often that it exceeds our ability to pay. And buying unnecessary things. It causes problems not only on mental but also financial and economical. Instead of impulsive purchase, we will be shopping intimidatingly. We are interested in just enjoying the process of buying and having clothes in order to get rid of stress. So we are no longer interested in that things. And gradually, that becomes a habit. If we run out of cash, we use credit cards or deferred payment, and, in the worst case, it may affect family savings. She brains are escalating for thrills and sensations where we can't control ourselves. So it doesn't help if the person wants to quit. Addiction is not a matter of weakness and personality, and we don't think from the beginning that we addict something. But addiction is the work of the brain. There is some possibility that anyone becomes addicted if all the conditions are met, not special people become. We drive ourselves to approach our ideal self. The feeling of blaming ourselves is a great stress for humans. Looking back at the past, there may be some hints when she wants to shop, what drives her to urge, why she blame herself and deny herself. We must recognize ourselves, have a courage to stop for the moment. We have to face ourselves little by little,